man. I do what I do.
To comment on what I see happening on YouTube between the black people who basically have exposed themselves as sycophants and stooges. I guess another way to describe them would be sellouts and nocturnal animals, often referred to as raccoons, without the rack. And you see black people really checking them on that. And what happened was that Charlie Kirk's passing acted as something like a litmus test. And depending on where you landed after his death and how you positioned yourself and what you said, whether or not you condemned the death is irrelevant, but those who tried to justify his quote-unquote political speech as justified, as truthful, who tried to make him out to be some sort of Martin Luther King-esque figure, those people, especially the black ones, were labeled coons and sellouts and bootlickers and the young people are letting them have it, man. And I just find it remarkable. But and the reason I say that is because it's in history we always, as a people, clean house. And we will allow the sycophants and the sellouts to go on for some time, but at some point we clean house. At some point, the day comes when we call them. One thing about foundational Black American culture and its development is that we are especially attuned to racism. And we are especially attuned to proponents of racism, whether or not they come from other countries and they practice anti-black racism or racism in general, because of the alarm bells that we have built into our culture. We see it. We identify it. Some of us may not be educated enough or well-spoken enough to articulate what it is, but we can feel it, if you will. And so we sense anti-black racism and we call it. Now, when that becomes intra-anti-black racism, when you have black people, whether they be foreign or domestic, whether they be foundational Black American, whether they be Caribbean or African, we see it for what it is. And when we see anti-black racism, we call it out. Now, the truth is we've always had sycophants, house Negroes, sellouts, Uncle Toms, if you will, in the black community. And Brother Malcolm X famously called it out, and he explained to an audience back when he was giving one of his most famous speeches, he explained what a house Negro was. And basically Brother Malcolm said, the house Negro loved himself. He loved his white master more than he loved himself. And so and he identified with the white master so much so that he inherited his identity. Interesting, right? Malcolm's example was when the white master said, "We sick," he said he was sick. Then the house Negro would say, "We sick, boss?" Or if the master's house burnt down, the master would say, "Yeah, our house burnt down," knowing full well that wasn't his. But that's the level of delusion that you have with a lot of what we call house Negroes or sellouts. And, Neely Fuller, I don't know if you guys know who Neely Fuller is, but I would suggest you look him up. He had a very profound statement. And he said, we can't blame the victims of white supremacy racism for how they respond to it. And when I heard that some years back, I took it to heart. However, and again, we get it. Everybody's under pressure, but there's a certain line that you cannot cross. And so what you see happening now is, and again, what was, is, and shall be. So now we have these modern day YouTube originating house Negroes or sellouts. And, for a while we as the black community just tolerated it. You know, you have the names, you have your Candace Owens and your Andrew Tates, you have your Hodge twins, Officer Tatum, you know, all the general cast of characters. There's nothing new about these people. They all say the same thing. And the difference between, and they will all proclaim that they're just speaking honest about black people. But I notice in their rhetoric, they never actually speak the complete truth. For instance, you can talk about the black male incarceration rate, but they don't talk about the fact that 59% of black men, by the time they reach middle age, are in the middle class. That could be upper middle class, lower middle class, or they could even be rich. By the time they hit middle age, and I want to say that again, by the time black people hit middle age, black men specifically, they're upper middle class, or rich. They never talk about the fact that we as foundational black Americans have 1.7 million millionaires. What that translates to is that there are 1,700,000 millionaires who are black in the United States. They don't talk about the fact that 1 in 20 black-run households are worth $1 million or more. And so when they speak the truth, they're only speaking negative facts. They will take facts from the white supremacist, racist, white nationalist groups, the misquotes from the FBI statistics, and make it seem as though the black people are the scourge of America, when the truth is we only represent a small, tiny percentage, and we're only isolated in any significant numbers in about 26 major cities along the mid-Atlantic, South Gulf Coast region, okay? Most of us are down south, so when there's issues in places like Montana, Idaho, Utah, etc., those aren't even issues that we have anything to do with, yet we get blamed for it. And when you have these sycophants, when you have these black sellouts reinforcing these stereotypes, it gives white people permission to look away from their own doing and look at and blame black people. Again, anytime white people fail in this country, they always look to a black person to vilify, and along with that, there's always a house Negro or a sycophant right along next to them so that they can go ahead and blame black people, and they can actually, and I'm talking about the black sellouts. What's up, everybody? It's the Blizzard King. I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
Well, I be damn. Look who done come up in here.
Hey, it's Kunta Kinte and Ebola.
Famine and Blood Diamond.
What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D.
People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You
were tuned in to Uncle D. This black man talk, pull up homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. Blizzard King here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shootin', give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Floby and cut your own damn hair from now on.